seated. Welcome to the 143rd Commencement program at Bradford Area High School. While many things have changed in the world since the graduation of the class of 1880, we continue to gather each spring in this time-honored ceremony to celebrate a milestone in the lives of these young people of our community. In a few moments, I will introduce you to each of them as I recognize the members of our graduating class of 2023. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our graduates' family, friends, our invited guests, our faculty, the administration, the school board members, our assistant superintendent. I'm honored that you are here to celebrate tonight's events with us. I would also like to welcome the viewers at home who are watching this webcast via link on our district website. Finally, I would like to welcome our graduating seniors, the class of 2023. This is an extremely proud night for our graduates and their families. I ask that everyone please be respectful and to maintain the dignity of the ceremony. Please honor the accomplishments of our seniors and their dedication and support of their families. Tonight we honor the students with a ceremony that salutes their collective accomplishment. I ask that everyone please be respectful of our students and refrain from yelling out names or making noises as individuals cross the stage. This is a proud moment in that young person's life, and we want the focus to be on them and not on someone drawing attention to themselves from the audience. This is the last thing that we want to wish on one of our students, to be embarrassed by friends or family members. Thank you for your cooperation in this matter. I would also like to ask that you please silence all cell phones during the ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stand, and gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be sung by our senior students who are participating in the PIEA District Chorus. Brianna Coder, Sean Lewis, Alexis Ward, and Sean Will. The band will be directed by senior drum majors Lacey Rogers and Shook Wilt.
Thank you. Let's also take a moment at this time to remember other family members and friends who are not able to be with us on this special night. Thank you. Please be seated. Tonight's welcome address will be presented by Class of 2023 member, Miss Emma Swanson.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. I am fortunate to have the opportunity to speak to you all tonight. When pondering what I wanted to say while standing on the stage, I didn't quite know what thoughts I could articulate that would impact those of you sitting in front of me. So I thought about the reason we're all here, high school. Well, at least the ending of it. Our journey at BAHS started on August 26th, 2019. And now, here we are on June 1st, 2023. A lot has changed during these 4 years, 208 weeks, 720 days we have spent together, although they may not have all been face-to-face. After tonight, we will go our separate ways and face new challenges. Every day of the rest of our lives starts today. That thought, to me at least, and I think many of the people in this room, is overwhelming. We are tackling the unknown, maneuvering on this crazy planet in our ever-changing lives. So when determining what I wanted to share with you all tonight, I thought it would be beneficial to allocate the 7 most valuable lessons I have learned thus far in my 18 years. The most important lessons have been engraved in our brains by family, teachers, peers, coaches, and other people in our lives. The purpose of disseminating these key principles is in hopes of helping somebody in the audience gain the confidence to experience everything these new chapters have to offer. Number 1, never regret anything. For every single person in this room, this is the first and only time we are going through life. We tend to look back and wonder if we made a different choice, how would our lives look? How would the other outcome have changed where we are now? In my personal experience, I believe it is unfair to ourselves to be consumed by what-ifs. The true question you should be asking yourself is what now? We are all going through life the best we can with the knowledge we currently have. Mistakes will be made, but they lead to an even greater endeavor. Learning. I think it's safe for me to say that nobody plans to fail. We try to do good with the knowledge we have here and available. So enjoy where you are now, use the lessons your so-called failures have taught you, and live in the moment. To live the life you want, you cannot hate the experiences that have shaped you. Number 2, educate yourself. We live in a world where everyone is entitled to an opinion about everything. Since it is very easy for us to share, protest, and advocate for things we're passionate about, we need to dig deeper, go the extra mile, and educate ourselves. Sometimes it is much easier to be reserved, staying quiet to avoid confrontation. But I have learned that instead of feeling uncomfortable when situations get tense, we need to turn to information. It is common for us to be consumed by tabloids and social media who spread incorrect information in hopes to get a certain number of views and likes. But do your research and learn about the topic you feel so strongly about. Become a catalyst for a cause. You are allowed to be upset with things that are not okay. We learned in Mr. Hurth's government class that many people do not participate in elections because they believe that their vote, their voice, and their opinions will not make a difference. What I'm telling you today is that your ideas do matter. Advocate not only for yourself, but for everyone that feels the same way you do. Be passionate about your education and beliefs and use them to make a difference in this world. Number 3, be proud of yourself. We are all trying so hard to become the best versions of ourselves. Every day we strive to be better, putting in countless hours for self-improvement. We get absorbed in life. We rarely take the time to step back and appreciate where we have been and what is yet to come. Your life, as you know it, is a result of everything you have worked for. It is important to take a look around you, realize how fortunate you are, and remember wanting things you currently have. You have created this amazing life and achieved things you thought at one time was never possible. You set goals and worked for them. While sitting in this room tonight, I am sure that some of us are reflecting on our time here at BHS. This night may look different than how we pictured it our freshman year. We may feel that we did not fulfill everything we were capable of. However, we need to cut ourselves some slack. We went through high school during a global pandemic and are still managing to walk across this stage. Although it may not feel like it at this moment, this diploma is something to be so incredibly proud of. So be proud of who you have become, but also keep blossoming into a human that you are excited to introduce when you walk into a room. Number 4, never seek recognition. A pat on the back should never be the driving force of an action. Do something because it makes you or others feel good. Making another person's day should be enough motivation to complete any task, whether it will benefit you or not. Work hard because the end result is worth much more than a trophy. Navigate through life with humility. However, in contrast, always remember you are worth so much more than your accolades. Do not compare your achievements to others. Dr. Taylor Allison Swift once said, "You are not the opinion of somebody who doesn't know you." I believe that quote is key in self-comparison. You are able to do things others can't. Everyone has unique, extraordinary qualities that they bring to the table. And now, the most valuable part of this lesson is to recognize others. We are all trying to figure this life out. Sometimes all it takes is a few simple words to make someone feel valued and keep them headed in the direction of accomplishing whatever it is they're working towards. Number 5, don't use time as a limit. Here we are at 18 years old, trying to determine what we want to do for the rest of our lives. So, by now on graduation night, I think we all have a pretty good idea of what our aspiring ambitions are. And if not, there's still lots of time for you to figure it out. However, in case you haven't heard, not everything goes exactly how you picture it. Your plans do not have to be set in stone. Life happens, dreams will change, and that's okay. If in 20 years from now, your life looks nothing like you thought it would at 18, make new plans. Conquer them. If you put your blood, sweat, and years into something, it's going to work, even if it feels like it'll take an eternity to get there. Time is relative. A week can drag, but a year can fly by. Every day, you have the opportunity to become better. In the grand scheme of things, these 4 years of high school is a very small portion of your life. There is still so much to learn. Do not let time restrict your potential, because what if it turns out better than you could have ever imagined? Number 6, ask for help. I think we can all attest that it takes a village to make the earth go round. In today's world, I've realized that there's a stigma attached to asking for help. We would rather suffer in silence than ask another human being for a simple favor. We often help others without thinking twice about it, but are so reluctant to ask for ourselves. If you surround yourself with people that genuinely want you to succeed, they will always be willing to lend a hand. None of us can say for certain what these next new chapters will entail. Many of us will be leaving Bradford, embarking on a new journey in a new environment with unfamiliar people. It is okay to not always know the answer, especially in this time of unpredictability. You are capable of independently completing any task you put your mind to, but sometimes it is crucial to have others by your side and on your team. Needing help is not a weakness, so dish it out and take it in. Lastly, number 7, love greatly. To put it simply, love yourself and others. Always remember we need to treat ourselves how we treat the people around us. I challenge you to make something great of every day. Romanticize your life. Fall in love with the big things, the little things, and everything in between. We all deserve to be valued, so start with yourself. Realize how truly amazing you are. Your personality is contagious. Make everyone you interact with feel like the most important person in the room. Never keep a kind comment to yourself. Fall in love with your life, and every day will feel like a vacation. You must create the life you want, and it may not always be easy, but it can be so grand. Now here we are on this fine Thursday evening. I just want to emphasize how sincerely excited and proud I am of the fellow students in this room. We did it. We are now diving headfirst into uncharted territory, but I can confidently say that we are all equipped to overcome any obstacles that come between us and our goals. For many of us, this is the last time we will be in this building. Take a second to take it all in. You will remember this moment for the rest of your life. After tonight, we will no longer be able to reach each other on the opposite side of the cafeteria tables. Our passing by interactions will be in grocery store aisles rather than hallways. Time will make my facial features foggy to recall from memory, and I will now be identified by a 10-digit number buzzing your phone or a username on social media. Nevertheless, I hope these 7 lessons will help you achieve whatever you set your mind to and annihilate any adversities along the way. I wish you all the best of luck, but I have faith that we will live the lives that have been awaiting us. I am eternally grateful that I got to spend these 4 days, 208 weeks, 720 days with each of you. Congratulations to Bradford High's graduating class of 2023. Thanks for all the memories.
Thank you, Emma. Would you now please welcome a second member of the class of 2023, Miss Kylie Phillips, to deliver the class address.
Here we are, the class of 2023, and we are officially graduating. We made it. I would like to start this by saying how happy I am to see everyone's faces. For the past 4 years, we have faced uncertainty, and I wasn't sure that we would get to walk this stage together. Our freshman year, we watched the class of 2020 miss out on their own graduation, and from that moment forward, I prayed that we would not have the same circumstances. For those of you that know me well, I'm sure you know that I have wanted to speak at graduation since I first learned it was an option during my freshman year. I knew that I wanted to speak about the legacy we live in this building, because this is what our years have been about, legacy. As old and new generations come and go, they all carry a story to be told within these walls. Something that I have done, and I believe others sitting here would agree they have also, is forgetting how fast these 4 years would fly by. Speaking from my experience, I know how easy it is for your mind to get rushed when you reach the high school level. You're presented with so many topics, AP classes, jobs, career and tech programs, clubs, and more. Throughout my time at this school, I have tried my best to involve myself in as many of these as I could. By doing so, I created opportunities and furthered my education in tremendous ways. I don't mention these to hype myself up, but instead to talk about the friendships I created that have given me an abundance of memories that I value so much. We have all heard our parents talk about the good old days, and now that the time is coming to an end, I can openly say I think they're right. Although high school isn't always the easiest, we will never experience something like this again. The class of 2023 has faced a lot of ups and downs throughout our 12 years in the Bradford Area School District. Some have not been as detrimental, such as the water main break of 2013. I remember being so excited when they called my mom to let her know that we would have a full week off school. Some were much more impactful. In the spring of 2020, we got a call saying we have 2 weeks off from school due to a new illness turned pandemic called COVID-19. Again, I remember being so excited to have a break from school, only to find out we wouldn't go back for the rest of the year. Our freshman year was gone within the blink of an eye. I know that to some we got the best deal. Unlike the class of 2020, we get to walk the stage. While this is true, we missed out on so many of the amazing activities that live inside the legacy of the high school. But part of our story and part of what we'll leave behind will always be dealing with the challenges and how we rose to the occasion. Something that sticks out so vividly to me is during our first PEP assembly my freshman year. I was sitting next to Sage Bruno, and she looked over at me and goes, "These are the kids we will be sitting next to for the next 4 years." That stuck with me because even though we have all lost, gained, and found new friends and peers, we really are the same kids we were all the way back in elementary school, whether that was GGB, School Street, or Frets. Growing up, they talk about the diversity you face in high school. They say you'll lose friends, make new friends, find new interests, and learn you didn't like something as much as you thought you did when you were younger. Our class was faced with a new level of this diversity when we spent half of our high school career either not having school, having online school, or having a social barrier when events got canceled and never returned. It is already hard enough to navigate your way through the high school social circle, and the pandemic made it that much harder. When looking back, I can say we did not get the same experiences as everyone else, but I believe that that is what our legacy is, overcoming and adapting to the unknown obstacles that was thrown at us. Growing up is scary, but getting old is even scarier, and especially if you can't say that you made all the memories you wanted to while you were here. Now, even though we have not had it all, do not count the class of 2023 out. We have all maintained our extracurricular activities, jobs, grades, and managed to somehow come out of this school with hopefully smiles on all of our faces. We did it. Although we have all felt anger, sadness, and exhaustion through the years, I believe it is so important to remember the good we have felt. The happiness, the laughter, the quality time, and most of all, we should be full of pride. We have all experienced something that none of the alumni in this room can say they had to go through, and we are still strong as ever. I believe that is our legacy. Our senior year has been the first actual year of high school we have had, and I can proudly say that I have never felt our class be more united than I did this year. We might not always all get along, but I genuinely saw a new level of school spirit and participation come from our class. I don't know if it was because this was the first year we had all the opportunities, or it finally set in that for most of us, this will be the last time we see our fellow classmates after we leave this building today. Our legacy is the stories to be told about how we overcame difficult obstacles and were able to make the most of it. Minor Myers Jr., the 17th president of Illinois Wayland University, states, "Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good." We must grow up, but the way we choose to grow up is up to us. I hope as we all go into the world, we will always remember what it felt like to be the high schoolers who didn't get it all, but made the most out of what we had. So here's to us, the class of 2023. I hope as we grow old, we can talk about the legacy we have left behind, no matter how big or little. I wish you all the most success and happiness your lives can hold. I hope that you are leaving here with no regrets, knowing that you did the first chapter of your lives as well as you could. I mentioned earlier a memory that happened my freshman year, and now as I'm looking at all of your faces, I can truly say that we predicted it right, and that those were the kids that we would be sitting with our senior year, and now on the grandest stage of them all. Congratulations to everyone, and I am so proud to say that we are the class of 2023.
Thank you, Kylie. Next, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Chris Zawacki. Mr. Chris Zawacki is a 1987 graduate of Bradford Area Senior High School and lived in Bradford from 1976 until 2000. Prior to moving to Bradford, he and his family resided in Emporium. While at Bradford Area High School, he was a member of the Owls football team. Since graduating, Mr. Zawacki has earned 3 college degrees. He has a Bachelor of Science in Health Science and Community Health from Slippery Rock University. Subsequently, he earned a Master's of Education from Slippery Rock in Guidance and Counseling. Lastly, he earned a Master of Arts in Teaching and Secondary Social Studies Education from the University of Pittsburgh. The final part of his formal education includes 30 credits towards his Doctor of Education in Curriculum and Instruction. His father, Jerry, was a teacher and head football coach at Bradford Area High School for 17 years. Mr. Zawacki has worked in the field of education and counseling for over 25 years. He currently resides in Pittsburgh with his wife and college-age son. He is a teacher of social studies at Apollo Ridge Senior High School. Courses he currently teaches include United States History, Law and Society, and a leadership seminar. As a teacher, he has facilitated and spoke at nearly a dozen Veterans Day assemblies at Apollo Ridge, while also serving as the guest speaker at the 2019 Honor Society induction. Additionally, he has served as a keynote speaker for the 2014 Flag Day ceremony in his school's community. Furthermore, he has sponsored the Future Teachers of America and debate clubs at Apollo Ridge. Prior to teaching, he has also served as a high school and middle school guidance counselor. He's also coached football at the varsity, junior varsity, and middle school levels. So, Mr. Zawacki.
Good evening. Well, I must put first things first. You two ladies did outstanding. It's an honor to stand on the stage with you. It's an honor to be a graduate of Bradford Area Senior High School, knowing that this school has produced 2 such fine, outstanding graduates. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Ray, Mrs. Pude, Mr. Johnson, and members of the Board of Education. It's an honor and a true privilege to speak with you. But first of all, this is not about me. This is about all of these graduates here. Now, I am a high school teacher, and my students have told me over the years, at the end of each year, I give them an evaluation to have them say how that I have taught them. And they have said, one of my strengths have been that I try to tell stories that try to drive home a certain point, trying to explain a difficult concept. And so I'll be telling some stories tonight, but everything I will say to you this evening has a purpose. As in every lesson that I teach, every project that I give has a purpose. I tell my students that also. I sat out there 36 years ago. Our graduation speaker was Dr. Richard McDowell, who at the time was the president at the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. I remember him clearly. Unfortunately, I do not recall anything he said. And that's not his fault, that's my fault. I had a lot going through my mind sitting in that audience. I was starting school in the fall. I was working over the summer. I used to work at a Pizza Hut, okay? And I also used to paint houses with my father. And so I had a lot going through my mind. Well, tonight, I want to flip the script. It does not matter that Chris Zawacki's standing here right now. That is insignificant. What does matter is my message that I have for you. So I'll do my best. I moved here back in 1976. I used to walk these hallways. I used to play football out there on Parkway Field. I used to go to Callahan Park, ice skate. I used to swim. And I used to sled ride down Zippo Hill, which is right behind baseball field number 2. To this day, I have no clue why they call it Zippo Hill. No clue. But those are some of my fondest memories. I used to grow up right down the street, right on Pleasant Street. I used to walk to all my schools. My first school was 3rd Ward Elementary School, right where Jackson Avenue turned into School Street, right at the top of Mechanic Street. I remember all my teachers. My 2nd grade teacher was Mrs. Rader. 3rd grade, Mrs. Melvin. 4th grade, Mrs. Warfield. 5th grade, Mrs. Pascarella. And 6th grade, Mr. Carnes. Then I went down to School Street, half block away. School Street Junior High School, grades 7th, 8th, and 9th. I had Mrs. Whiteycamp. I had Mrs. Longnecker, Mr. and Mrs. Richards, Coach Nuzzo, who was my reading teacher, but also coached me up here at the high school football team. Then I started high school, 1984. Walked half block away. Some of my coaches and my teachers, Mr. Morrison, Mr. Brown, Mrs. Sasso, Mrs. App, Mr. Furman, Mr. Stillman. He's still here, I heard. God bless him. Great man, great man. Coach Jones. Coach Colligan. And my father. Now, the reason I mention all of those teachers, they all had a profound impact on my life. Some more than others. Now, I know I left some other teachers out, only because I had to try to get through this. But they all had a profound impact on my life. They meant something to me. I am part of every interaction I had with them. For you graduates, I would like to think that these teachers sitting here in front of you have had some sort of impact on you. I would like you someday to tell them that in the future. Okay? Because I've told some of my previous teachers, but some I just kind of waited too long. And now some of them have passed. I can't do that now. And I think that's important. I also think that you also have to realize that for you graduates, more importantly, the impact that your parents or guardians have had on you, friends, family, relatives, I guarantee they've all had an impact on you also. I would like for you to tell your family and friends that how they've had an impact on you. You tell them tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, tonight. There's a student that I teach right now. And we were walking into our fall play preview this past fall, which we do every year. Okay, I teach her in 10th grade history right now. I had her as a 9th grader last year. And we're walking in, and she happens to walk up to me, and she goes, "Mr. Zawacki, I don't want to sound weird, but I'm really glad that you exist." I said, "Hey, thanks very much. I appreciate that." And I've been told many things as a teacher. Some good, some not so good. Okay? But I was never told that before, ever. And I really sat and thought about later on about what that meant to me. And then I realized it. that I, as a teacher, have an impact. But sometimes I don't realize the impact that I have. Listen, I just do what I do. I teach how I teach. Now, I'm not trying to promote the teaching profession. I'm not. In this world, there are bad teachers. Yes, I know that. But those numbers pale in comparison to the number of great teachers that we have. Not just here, but everywhere. And that really took me by surprise when she said that she's really glad that I existed. And what I thought about that, what that has told me, is that sometimes I just don't realize that impact. But folks, I have a secret for you. You don't have to be a teacher to have an impact. You don't have to be a coach to have an impact. Just by your very existence and your daily interactions with people, you have an impact. You just don't know about it. For you, family and friends here, if these graduates have had an impact on you, you tell them tonight, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, tonight. Because I know from experience, next week turns into 10 years real quick. You don't want that. Okay. There's one thing that also, I have to say some quotes in my classes, and some sayings. I have the saying that I tell my homeroom at the end of each homeroom before they go through the first class. Now, at the end of my classes and my homeroom, I always say the same 4 words. Have a great day. Every single day. But with my homeroom, I also say carpe diem. That's Latin for seize the day. Love that. Okay. And I often think about that saying and so forth. Carpe diem. The only moment that we have guaranteed is right now. This moment right now. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Next month is not. But yes, we all plan for the future. I get that. I really do. But you need to take advantage of each day. Now, sometimes people who don't take advantage of each day is because they have fear. Fear. And I tell my students all the time, you have to take a risk in order to grow as a person, as an academic, as a family member, whatever. You have to take a risk. You have to step out of your comfort zone. That's not easy. I know. But I tell my students, I'm telling you, take a risk, step out of your comfort zone, and then step into the courage zone. Now, folks, that's not easy. But no one ever said that life is easy. Life is tough, but it's still good. So, one thing about failure is, I don't want you to be afraid to fail. I have not done many things in my life because I was afraid to fail. And I regret that. And I think back to some of my days when I was younger about things I was too afraid to do because I was afraid to fail. All right? I don't want that for you. It's okay to take a risk. You need to do that. I'm a firm believer in that. Also, be yourself. Don't change for anyone. As long as you do the right thing, be yourself. Embrace it. Okay, because only you can play the role that you play. I believe that. I'm a firm believer in that. Okay? And don't change for anyone. Because, folks, I'm telling you this right now. There's only one person you have to deal with the rest of your life, and that's yourself. You have to be comfortable with yourself. Also, do not be a people pleaser. It's okay to want to make friends happy, family happy. I get that. But I've learned way too long ago. If you try to please everyone, then you please no one. Okay? Again, be yourself and so forth. Take a risk. If I didn't take a risk, I would have moved to Pittsburgh 23 years ago. If I didn't take a risk, I would not be a teacher right now. If I didn't take a risk, I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. I emailed Mr. Ray this past December, wanting to do this. He didn't reach out to me, I reached out to him. And I said, listen, I want this. But in my email, I said, I know I'm taking a risk. Okay? But what Mr. Ray doesn't know is that while I sent that email in December, I started it in October. And I didn't press send. Do you know why? I was scared. I was afraid that what he may or may not say. But then I thought back to one thing my dad told me years ago. He goes, son, the worst they can say is no. I said, you know what? That's right. So I pressed send, albeit 2 months later, but still. And then one thing led to like another. And now I'm here, which is an honor of a lifetime for me. Make no mistake about that. Before I started teaching, I used to go shopping for all these motivational posters. I'm thinking, if my students sit in my classroom and read these posters, they will be motivated to succeed, even when they're falling asleep during one of my lectures, which is kind of hard to do because I'm pretty loud. That's pretty evident. Okay. Well, I remember one poster that I looked at and caught my attention. It was a very colorful poster. And it was a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, who was an American essayist and American philosopher. And that quote said, "Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm." Now, I saw that quote, I'm thinking that's a cool sounding quote, but I never really thought about it, what it meant. Well, about 6 or 7 years ago, I'm sitting in my class after school looking at that poster. And then all of a sudden it clicked with me what nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm means. I believe everyone is good at something. I believe all of you are good at something. You may not believe that, but I do. But you'll never be great at it until you have a love for it, a passion for it, an enthusiasm for it. And sometimes that's not really good enough to be great at something, but it's a good start. I want you to have a passion for something, for something. I want that for you very, very deeply. And it doesn't matter what you have a passion for. Okay? I think it is imperative that someone has a passion for something. It doesn't have to be about their occupation. It could be. But folks, bottom line is this: I can't teach passion. I can model it, I can emulate it, but I can't teach it. Because folks, I'm telling you this right now. Passion doesn't come from here, it comes from here. I believe that. I want you to all find a passion for something. Okay? My passion is teaching. That's my passion. Now, whenever I meet new people that are in Pittsburgh, and they find out that I teach, they ask me what I teach. I say, I teach social studies. They go, oh, okay, that's cool. What do you teach? I say, well, I teach mostly a leadership class, but also U.S. history. They go, wow, you must love history. I say, no, I don't. I like it. I like history, but I don't love it. That's my own fault. I know enough of it to get me by. But I don't go home and read history books. I like history, but I don't love it. My passion is teaching. My passion is helping students, hopefully helping you out to become the very best version of yourselves. I want that for you. So again, I believe in that quote, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. So before I leave you this evening, remember what I talked with you about. What I told you transcends every occupation, every situation, every facet of life. So 3 things that I spoke with you about this evening. First was about impact of your teachers and your family members. Not only of them on you, but you on them. Also, carpe diem. Don't fear failure. Take risks. Step out of your comfort zone and into the courage zone. And finally, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. So, to the Bradford Area Senior High School class of 2023, I have one humble request. I want you to remember that final quote. And I want you to take your love for something, your passion for something, your enthusiasm for something, and go out and make a difference. Go out and make an impact. And make the world glad that you exist. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night, and go Bradford Owls!
Mr. Zawacki, thank you for your inspirational message. You've certainly proven through your values and your actions an excellent example for the students at Bradford Area High School to follow, and we wish you continued success in your future. Once again at Bradford Area High School, we are honoring our top career and technical education student. Bradford Area High School is a comprehensive high school. We offer a full academic curriculum and a challenging career and technical education program in one school and as one unified curriculum. This provides students with many exciting educational and career opportunities. We're very proud of the accomplishments of our career and technical students, and we strive to maintain quality programs to train them and prepare them for a future in their chosen career field. I would like to introduce our top career and technical education student from the class of 2023, Miss Angelina Lonzi. Angelina is a student in our marketing education program and plans to continue her education at Kent State University. Congratulations, Angelina, and good luck in your future endeavors. At Bradford Area High School, we honor our seniors using the Latin scale of summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Students qualifying in each of these areas received their honor medallions prior to tonight's ceremony and will be wearing them across the stage. Students wearing gold ribbons represent summa cum laude honors. To achieve this honor, the student maintained a cumulative GPA of 100% and a grade of at least 80% or higher in at least 3 advanced placement classes. Students wearing silver ribbons represent magna cum laude honors. These students maintained a cumulative GPA of 95% and a grade of 80% or higher in at least 2 advanced placement courses. Students wearing white ribbons represent cum laude honors. They've maintained a cumulative GPA of 90%. I would like to now present the class of 2023. I would like to ask that Mr. Johnson, our Assistant Superintendent, join me at the podium at this time. Mr. Johnson, I'm honored to present to you the Bradford Area High School class of 2023. Mr. Johnson, at this time, I present to you these students as the graduating class of 2023. I verify that these students have met all of the requirements set forth by the Bradford Area School Board and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, by the authority vested in me by the Bradford Area School District Board of Education and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I declare that the persons before you, as listed in the program, are graduates of Bradford Area High School, entitled to all rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Thank you. At this time, I am pleased to present the 143rd graduating class of Bradford Area High School. Tonight, the diplomas will be presented to our seniors by Mr. Ken Kaufman, Dean of Students, Miss Amber Benjamin, Dean of Students, Mr. Sam Johnson, Assistant Superintendent, and Mrs. Carla Mannion of the Bradford Area School Board of Directors. As each of our graduating seniors exit the stage with their diploma, Mrs. Jennifer Morgan, Director of Special Education, will hand them a single red rose. The seniors are asked to present this rose as a symbol of their gratitude and appreciation to an adult in their lives who has made a difference and has been a positive influence throughout their educational career. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2023. Alicia Dansberger, summa cum laude. Angelina M. Lonzi, magna cum laude. Kylie Lynn Phillips, summa cum laude. Emma Jo Swanson, summa cum laude. Troy Daniel Atkins. Jacob Matthew Andrews. Isabella May Baker. Travis Allen Barger, cum laude. Tristan Marie Baxter, magna cum laude. Alana Nicole Benson, magna cum laude. Angel Renee Bork Ives. Samuel Alexander Brookins. Sage Elaine Bruno, summa cum laude. Cade Nathaniel Booker, magna cum laude. Evan Lucas Button. Declan Robert Chambers. Brianna Jean Coder, cum laude. Olivia Marie Coles, summa cum laude. Catherine Colon, cum laude. Nathan Colon. Brendan Wade Confer. Colin William Keneally, magna cum laude. Matthew A. Connor, cum laude. Derek A. Correa. Madeline Rose Coburn, summa cum laude. Zachary L. Creek. Kalia J. Kraus, cum laude. Brett C. Dania Skaggs. Kelsey L. Deming, summa cum laude. Adriana Lynn Dennison, magna cum laude. Manuel Antonio Diaz. Michaela May Dioguardia. Madison A. Doherty. Patrick J. Dowell. Kylie Arabella Ekstrom. Tiffany Anne-Marie Engel. Garrett Michael Erickson. Amber Ezrick, summa cum laude. Lawrence Michael Ezrich. Sean Durwood Farr. Zane T. Fink, cum laude. Isaiah David Fitton. Bailey Shea Fitzsimmons, magna cum laude. Derek Andrew Fryer. Grace Frazier, magna cum laude. Michaela Ann Fuller. Catherine Esther Fusel. Alexis Elizabeth Gahn, cum laude. Caden Jacob Gallick. Alexander J. Gangloff. Braden Nathaniel Gardner. Nathan D. Girdlestone. Juan F. Gonzalez. Mia J. Gore, magna cum laude. Chase Brian Gray. Derek Lee Haight, cum laude. Helena L. Halleck. Kimberly Christine Hartle. Shiloh Adrian Hatcher, cum laude. Alyssa M. Hayden, cum laude. Evan Cole Henry. Tylen McKell Hilliard. Kiara Elise Hines. William Ben Hokinson. Laura Naley Hollingsworth, magna cum laude. Brianna Lynn Holsinger. Carson Hauk, magna cum laude. Maddox Miles Ingram, cum laude. Christian A. Jackson. Caitlin Marie Johnson. Lucas Cole Johnson, magna cum laude. Micaiah M. Johnson. Kaylee Ann Kiesler, magna cum laude. Audrey Jessica Kemick, summa cum laude. Reese Walker Kennedy, summa cum laude. Joshua Kinney, cum laude. Kaylee Rose Klein. Madeline G. Kloss, summa cum laude. Haley N. Kohler, cum laude. Andrew Krantz. Brett Ashton Cabea. Lucas A. Laktash, cum laude. Aiden G. Landis. Jasmine A. Langston, cum laude. April Lynn Landfear. Quinn J. Lasher. Xander Michael Likas. Darcy Grace Lockwood. Adriana Rita Lonzi, cum laude. Alyssa J. Lauk, magna cum laude. Jacob Christopher Luco. Sean Marshall Luce. Joshua Marone, summa cum laude. Garrett N. McAvoy. James Matthew McClelland. Landon David McGarry. Caitlin M. Miller. Maverick L. Miller. Lucas William Moore, magna cum laude. Caleb B. Morey. Anna May Nannon, magna cum laude. John C. Nellis IV. Sarah A. Oxendine. Kelsey Renee Packer. Jared Leroy Paris. Nicole Lynn Petrozewski. Carly Ann Pershini, cum laude. Madison Faith Persing. Ryan Persing. Kaylee Grace Peterson, summa cum laude. Archer Hunt Pierce. Jesse D. Pyre. Braden Matthew Jeffrey Plowman. Meadow Pulver, summa cum laude. Cambria Race, magna cum laude. Caleb Jose Ramos, cum laude. Autumn Sky Reed, cum laude. Andrew Carl Guy Renwick. Alexis Tegan Reynolds, cum laude. Emily Grace Reynolds, cum laude. Kiara Jade Reynolds. Cassius K. Rissmiller. Lacey K. Rogers, magna cum laude. Raymond James Rogers, cum laude. Twyla A. Rolfe. Vanessa N. Rubin. Evelyn M. Sauna, summa cum laude. Lydia M. Sarnosky, cum laude. Abigail Ray Sliker, summa cum laude. Jonah W. Schmidt, cum laude. Robert John Schwind, cum laude. Emma Grace Sarah. Maxwell Richard Shaw, magna cum laude. Austin Nicole Sherwood. Emily E. Shields, magna cum laude. Parker D. Shipman, cum laude. Alexander R. Silvis. Dawson C. Smith, cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Spretzter. Kevin James Stewart. Elizabeth Dawn Straight. Cody Taylor. Jesse Taylor. Dale Eric Tim. Holly C. Sapellis. Emma Catherine Tiger, magna cum laude. Gregory Allen Tyler, magna cum laude. Maddox Z. Vance, cum laude. Mary Ann Wackwitz. Amber Jane Walton. Alexis Elizabeth Ward, summa cum laude. Natika White. Mallory J. Whitlow, summa cum laude. Connor John Wickett. Sean Holden Wilt, cum laude. Jacob Wind. Joshua Michael Wood, cum laude. Justin Fred Yonker. Joseph E. Yost, cum laude. Dimitri Young. Christopher Michael Zambonia, summa cum laude. In absentia, Aaron Dylan Burgess, cum laude. Alyssa B. Crum, Mia McAndrew, Kenza Marie Mahalko, Ian T. Miller, Zachary W. Rembland, Yadelia Rigney, Echo Tucker. Ladies and gentlemen, the 143rd graduating class of Bradford Area High School, the class of 2023. Congratulations. let us please now welcome our third speaker from the class of 2023, Miss Alicia Dansberger, to deliver the farewell address.
Achievement is defined as a thing done successfully, typically by courage or effort, courage, or skill. Accomplishment feeds off of that, as it can be defined as something that is achieved successfully. As we, the class of 2023, reach the end of our high school career, I can say with certainty that most of us have worked very hard for that feeling of accomplishment. Unfortunately, I know that many of us, including myself, are coming to this milestone lacking that feeling of accomplishment. Maybe you didn't end the year with the grades you wanted, didn't reach your goal in your chosen sport, didn't apply yourself as much as you think you should have. That's all behind us now. We can't change the past, no matter how much we want to, but what we can do is focus on the accomplishment that we have all collectively achieved on this day, graduating. Walking across this stage is not something everyone can say they have done. And although to some it may seem like a given, many in this room today have worked very hard to reach this goal, to graduate. And for all of us, this journey has not been easy, especially for the class of 2023. Our very first year at this high school started as any year would back then, and none of us could have guessed that a global pandemic would hit us in the final stretch of that year. Every single one of us in this room can say that we have not only survived high school, but a global pandemic as well. Just that should start to make you feel more accomplished. Of course, we didn't come out of the pandemic unscathed. Many of us lost people we loved. Many of us developed mental illness, and most commonly, many of us lost our high school experience. The pandemic destroyed many of the programs, clubs, and events that BAHS used to be brimming with. Up until this year, we were not able to have full experiences with events like the Jogathon, travel club, pep rallies, assemblies, and other activities that were restricted due to COVID-19 mandates. Additionally, a large portion of our sophomore year was spent online, which dropped grades for many people, as online learning can be difficult to adjust to. It's safe to say that we clearly did not have as many opportunities that our predecessors did, and our successors will. Luckily, the best thing about the class of 2023 is that we are resilient. When the power of the student body was handed to the class of 2023 in our senior year, we made sure not to waste it. I would like to personally thank our student council for bridging the gap between the administrative staff and the student body, and for listening to us and acknowledging our approval and grievances. With the help of our student council, we have brought back many of the activities and events we've missed during the pandemic years. The Jogathon was held again this year after a hiatus period of roughly 4 years. We've had our fair share of assemblies, including the Winter Carnival Pep Rally. We held a powder puff tournament for both basketball and football. Key Club held a volleyball tournament, which was rather successful, and NHS put on a dodgeball tournament, which could have gone better. The Student Lighthouse team, along with the other Leader in Me classes, successfully organized a trick-or-treat event for the School Street kids on Halloween and an Earth Day event for the GGB students. These events are but a few of the highlights out of many activities that we have rekindled and started anew at the high school. I believe it is not an exaggeration to say that the class of 2023 is accomplished, seeing as we pushed through a pandemic and laid much of the groundwork for new programs and rebuilt old ones. Now, we must leave the rest of the heavy lifting to new minds. But that does not mean our work stops here. In fact, we've only just started. Every graduate here is destined to achieve any goal they set their minds to. Some may leave the high school and accomplish building a family and settling down. Many will leave here and enter straight into the workforce, making more money than they know what to do with. Some are going to thrive in college and indulge in the full experience of university life. But no matter where we're destined to go, after we walk out these doors today, we're going to achieve greatness. We are a class that exhibits resilience, drive, perseverance, and these skills will follow us throughout our lives and lead us to success no matter where we go. Teddy Roosevelt once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." So if you walked into this auditorium today comparing yourself to your peers, making yourself feel unaccomplished, remember that you've reached a milestone, and you are here today having received your diploma and finishing a chapter in your life story. And even if you didn't particularly like that chapter, you've reached the end of it. And it's time to start a new chapter, a better chapter. It's time for us to go out into the real world and make an impact. Be it small or large, we have the potential to make history. It all depends on how you choose to write your story. That being said, hats off to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Alicia. At this time, senior members from the high school musical program will sing a musical piece that they self-selected for tonight's ceremony. The song Ad Astra to the Stars by Jacob Narverund. Please welcome Brianna Coder, Alicia Dansberger, Catherine Fussell, Tyland Hilliard, Reese Kennedy, Darcy Lockwood, Sean Luce, Kaylee Peterson, Lacey Rogers, Alexis Ward, and Sean Wilt. They are accompanied by Mr. Andrew Ducko.
To the stars, over there.
Would you now please stand and join the seniors for the singing of the Alma Mater? You will find the words, if you need them, on the back page of your program. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Thank you. I'd ask that everyone please be seated before we begin the recessional. Before we recess, I would also like to invite our graduates and their families to join us for a reception in the cafeteria. On behalf of the Bradford Area School District, I congratulate our seniors on their accomplishments and wish them a happy and prosperous future. I ask that our graduates be safe and responsible as they celebrate tonight's great accomplishment and move forward with their lives. Best wishes to the class of 2023.